Hey, what's going on? I'm Spute. This topic has been on my mind for a long while. It completely comes from me. It's not some controversy that's stirred up from Twitter, just something I kind of want to get my thoughts out on. Smooth McGroove is a golden era YouTuber, I'd say, started 11 years ago and going strong ever since. Every so often taking a break, probably for the best. He's known for his acapella covers of video game music. I myself found Smooth McGroove around when the Mario World theme came out, and I was also very much a big fan. It just hits my ear in a pleasing way. Now, as I got older, I was still a fan, don't get me wrong, but I grew more of an ear for music and sound as a whole. And then I noticed something. His covers are perfect. A little too perfect, but I never really thought about it extensively until about 2 years ago. Before I get into the crux of what I have to say, I would like to make myself perfectly clear. I do not doubt this man's ability to hit a note. I think everything that is heard isn't auto tuned in any way. Also, with how he makes his content pretty early on, I noticed that he wasn't actually recording his takes with the camera pointed at him. He's just lip syncing, but I don't have a problem with that. And the audio repeats at the loop mark where any song would, restart. You know how photographic memory exists? Well, I have that, but with sound and music. Which brings me to my main suspicion. Smooth has a trend of going ba 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 and like bum 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 in his covers, which at first I didn't really find all that important. Kind of just felt like his own trademark, right? But it wasn't always like this. I'll be honest, when looking up how long he'd just been doing this for, I decided to listen to an old cover just out of curiosity. Take a listen to this version of Zelda's Lullaby. The first thing that came to mind was, this sounds a lot less perfect than what I'm used to hearing from this guy. It's not perfectly synchronized, it sounds more legit, like something I would make. And you can also hear the breathing. Now, compare that to this cover of the Dr. Wily theme made 3 months later. Feels a lot more on brand to the kind of quality we hear from Smooth, yeah? Super synchronized, perfect vocals, and there's that ba 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 that we all know and love. And no breathing sounds in sight either. Immediately, someone might think, oh, he must have just improved a great ton, which is believable. I see how someone could say that. But, okay, let me paint a picture for you so my concern is very clear. So, in older video games, going back to about I don't know, SNES days, music was made using samples. A set of these samples is called a sound font. These sound fonts are how creators like Siva Gunner can make high quality video game rips like the Mario World Athletic Ting Tang Walla Walla Bing Bang video. I think this is what Smooth McGroove is doing. I'm not really convinced that he's sitting down in front of a mic and recording a take. From what it sounds like, I feel as if Smooth has made a sound font of sorts of his own voice, and then going into some DAW like FL Studio and making the song like that. I recommend that you listen closely to the bass or percussion voices of his music. When he goes for a snare, it doesn't sound like he's doing it over and over again. It sounds like he took one soundbite of him saying it and then using that one sample for the whole song. Think of, say, the Secret Level theme from Mario Sunshine. You can hear it's an a cappella song, but it's not a real quartet, it's just a sound font. Long story short, I think this is what Smooth is doing. Now, I'd like to clarify that I have no real insight into the ins and outs of music making. I don't know if this tactic is used a lot with acapella. This honestly wouldn't even be a problem in my eyes if it weren't for the way that he presents his content. You're obviously looking at a bunch of segments of him singing, and he's doing it in real time. If the music were, like, placed on a graphic with no camera shots of Smooth singing, I wouldn't pay a second thought. I'd just go, oh, that's how he makes his music, and that's cool. But with the way that the videos are edited, it feels like he's trying to mislead the audience into thinking otherwise. Again, the fact that the face cams are lip syncing to the acapella isn't what I have a problem with. It's the fact that the audio itself sounds way too perfect to feel organic, yet the video tries to trick you into thinking that it's completely organic by showing you the different camera shots and such. Also, going back to the whole ba 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 singing, if this is what Smooth is trying to do, then using samples that go ba ba was pretty smart. Samples that sound like that are pretty inconspicuous, and any sound engineer could make those samples sound organic enough to feel like the real deal. Listen to the new Super Mario Bros. Overworld cover, where he does a trumpet sound. Pay close attention to the quality between that and the background vocals. Notice how the trumpet part doesn't sound perfect. It has human error, yet the rest of the voices sound super clean and silky. This is probably because Smooth had to fully record this part raw. You can't really make a convincing sample system based on doing that trumpet noise. Anyway, that basically wraps up my thoughts on Smooth McGroove's legitimacy. I do think that's his voice, but I really don't think he's putting in as much effort as his audience thinks he's putting in. It sounds like an instrument most of the time, not a voice. Look, I could be completely wrong, but last time I had suspicions about auditory differences, I was right. I would be convinced if Smooth made a behind the scenes to one of his covers where he segments off the voices like a deconstruction. But until that happens, I don't think I can believe he's doing it 100% legit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you some other time.